Hello and welcome to the Friday review. I'm Corrine from Corrine Photography and Media, and today I'm going to be reviewing my amazing unit stills camera. I love this camera so much. This is the Fujifilm XT2 series. I've had this for a couple of years now and I absolutely love it. It's so good for working on set. It's really good in dark environments. It's got a manual shutter and a mirrorless shutter, which means you're not going to be disturbing the production in progress. It has a shutter speed of up to 0.08 of a second, which is pretty quick, and it has a 30-second exposure as well, which obviously we'll need a tripod for if you're going to be using that. I haven't actually used it for any movie recording or anything like that, but it is 4K, so that's always really useful. And this camera, I just love it so much. Look at how it looks. It looks like a traditional camera. I've had a lot of people come up to me and say, wow, what are you shooting with? That looks really cool. So it makes you look good as well as produce amazing photos. Now, I do a lot of photography in really dark, dingy, gloomy places. I do a lot of paranormal shows and stuff like that. So a lot of the time I'm in very cold places, you know, very dusty. I mean, this poor camera, bless it, it's been through a lot with me. Now, it does have a weather sealing protection, which is really good because a lot of places that I work in are very damp, as you know, and I've never had any problems with it. I know in a lot of cold places that batteries can die very quickly, and yes, to be fair, that has happened on this camera. Batteries can go very quickly, which is why I've got the battery pack here. I use a 56mm lens when I'm doing my work with other people, in particular on movie sets and stuff like that, because as we all know, they are still going ahead. And to reduce any contact, I like to use lenses that give me that distance from people as much as possible. You can find this camera online from around £400 to around £700, depending on if you want the body only or if you want it to come with a lens. Now, I am likely to upgrade to the newer model, but I'm still really pleased with this camera. As I've said, I've used this camera in a lot of dark, dingy, scary, cold, dusty places, and I've not been afraid to increase the ISO a bit more than I usually would because it can handle the grain really well. I'm actually really pleased with this camera. So if you're thinking of getting something to use which is silent, if you want to use a mirrorless camera with a mechanical shutter as well, this is the camera for you. I absolutely love this camera. So yeah, here it is. This is my baby and this is what it looks like on the top. It's so cool. I love it. And there's the back. Ignore the fingerprints. You control the shutter speed with this dial here, and you control the ISO with this bit there as well. And of course here, I'm not sure if you can see it very well because the hood's on. So I've taken the hood off and now you can see where you can control the aperture as well. It's a really good camera. You won't regret it if you get this one. So I just wanted to share the kit that I use for my unit stills work and some of my headshots as well. This is the camera that I use. I absolutely love it. I am definitely a Fuji girl. I'm yet to try any other cameras like Sony. I've heard they're really good cameras as well. So I'd like to hear a bit of feedback about the Sony cameras if you own one of those. If you have this camera, let me know what you think of it. If you're thinking of buying it, and if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments or drop me a message. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a good day, guys.